What is going on, everybody? This is Rick Del Santo and the PWZ podcast. Joining me today, of course, it's Thursday, showtime. Marcel Williams, what's going on?
What's going on? It's Thursday. You know what that means. It is June 2nd. We're going to review
Is it already?
already. We're going to review and episode 201,
Yeah,
by the way.
201.
We had a
Yep,
great
yep.
episode last episode, 200 episode with Matt Decor, Big Daddy, Guardian Chaos, and a little cameo with Bill Thompson. It was
Yeah,
a it was a very fun episode.
that was a lot of fun. It couldn't go on any better. Literally, it was so much fun. Some of our favorite people in the whole world came in and we just talked wrestling. It was awesome. And everything from AEW to the independent scene, and it just went out really well.
Nah, I enjoyed it, and we just gonna make that road to 300 episode and make it even
Absolutely.
bigger.
Even bigger, even bigger. That's right. That's right. So we got a lot of news today. We're going to be talking AEW. We're going to be talking some of the local shows that are coming up this weekend. The shows from Blood, Sweat, and Tears and blood shows from Test of Strength. I got both the lineups sitting here. First, I want to bring up that Melanie Pillman, the widow of Brian Pillman and the mother of Brian Pillman Jr., has passed away. Brian Pillman Jr. had tweeted it out, saying, I have to quote, it's thank you, Mom, for bringing me into this world and for trying your best. You are my number one fan. Rest in peace. I love you. So, yeah.
Very class dude.
Yep.
He had a tough life as we watched with Dark Side of the Ring, but we all know Pillman's Jr.'s mom, famous for the after Brian Pillman passed away, the uncomfortable interview with Vince McMahon live on Raw, and obviously we know what happened after that interview down the line between the
Yeah.
years on Dark Side of the Ring. But
Yep.
it's always tough to lose a mom. God bless, I still have mine, but it's unfortunate, and I give my condolences to the family and friends of the Brian Pillman family.
Yes. Thoughts and condolences. So tomorrow night, June 3rd, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Marcel Williams, you were part of the show. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Cataclysm. You ready for
Hey,
this?
you said that name clearer than I did. I tried it like 5 or 6 times, and a promo, I messed it all up. But yeah, Blood, Sweat, and Tears will be at YMCA Raphael Telecenter, as I know it when I went to school there. Is at 750 Central Ave, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bell time. What's the bell time? 7:45.
Oh, I have no clue of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bell time is, I believe, 7:45. Yes, you're correct. I'm sorry.
You get me all
Now I
set.
remember.
Bell
Yeah,
time
Mickey D.
7. Bell time 7:45. Doors open at 6:30. Stat card.
So,
Let's go the lineup, Rick.
hold on. You said bell time is 7:45, which I do remember reading. So does that mean, say, 8:30 bell time?
Independent time, right?
Indie time.
Indie time.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, BST. Sorry. The main event will be Waller, excuse me, defending his BST title against Jordan Rowe, the Grapple God, which I think is going to be a phenomenal match.
Yeah, they had another main event, alley fight a few weeks ago, which was real
Yep.
good. And now this is the rematch for the BST championship. And I'm looking forward to this. Two of these guys are young and ready to blow the roof off of Raphael Telecenter. And, Dustin Waller continues to have the reign as the BST champion, defeating Richard Holiday and a few other Lucas Chase in the Iron Man match about a year or two ago. It's gonna be a real good main event.
Can't forget, what was it, a few months back where he wrestled Chris Battle in that last man standing match, which was
Yes.
an insanely good match as well.
And then he wrestled Big Jim in his last match,
Yep.
Big Jim last match before he passed away.
Yep. That belt he has is a beautiful belt. I doubt he wants to let go of it.
I doubt that too.
Yeah. We got Big Juicy, the BST Monarchs champion, defending against Eva De La Rosa. The Haven going against the Uptown Boys.
This is gonna be a
Kylan
real good
King.
match.
Yeah, that's going to be a great match.
Mhm.
Kylan King against Marcus Mathers, which I think is going to be a great match. I'm not too familiar with Marcus Mathers. I actually did see him today briefly through the internet. So I was quite impressed. I did not expect him to be, anything better. Yeah, I didn't know any. Well, I didn't know anything about him. So you know what I mean. You don't you expect kind of the worst sometimes.
Rick is just pulling all out.
I
Okay.
am sober too, so I'm sorry. It's not my words are not coming out right. I'm sorry. In a match that I'm really looking forward to, Lucas Chase and Chris Battle.
Yeah, this is gonna be a real good match. Chris Battle, obviously we know he's a PAPW champion, but he's
Yep.
coming in to face Lucas Chase, who is a PAPW Intercontinental champion. So we got a champion versus champion from another promotion. But here, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, this will be a little, match of pride. So I'm looking forward to this match right here.
That's right. Sunset Steve Garcia taking on the Shut Up and Wrestle champion, Magnificent Marcos. This is going to be a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it's gonna be a real bar burner with these two.
Garcia.
Magnificent. Can't even say it right. I'm drinking though. Marcos, Shut Up and Wrestle champion, and also the TOS champion.
Okay.
Yeah, this match is gonna be a big step for Steven Garcia, and you pull out the upset, he may be a number one contender in other places.
Garcia, good up and comer. He's been making the scene, in places like Paradise Alley and such and BST. Marcos has some really, good experience. He's been out there for a little while. So I'm ready to see this match. I think this is going to be a really good match.
Absolutely.
Of course, the Battle Academy taking on the House of Pain. Right now, all I got to say is I feel bad for the Battle Academy.
Battle Academy about to get messed up, unfortunately.
And it doesn't say which, whether it's Lorenzo and Hunter or Lorenzo and Jake or Jake and Hunter. That part of
too.
It could be. It could be. All I know is that the House of Pain about to squash these guys.
Damn, no faith in Battle Academy, huh?
No offense, guys. I love you. As my 6-year-old says, Battle Academy forever. He walks around the house saying that.
Does he?
I swear. I swear.
That's hilarious. Please have a video next time.
I will. I posted one time. I got to find it and share it with you. Tonight we were watching Wrestling Open and he saw Bill on TV. And he's like, hey, can we go there? So I'm like, Bill's in Massachusetts tonight, man. So I was like, maybe during the summer we'll drive up there. But
big time Bill making his round.
Right? Big time Bill. Of course, MIT taking on Cody Perrin.
Yeah, this is a matchup between two rookies here and looking to get the W in Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Yep. Hey, Mickey Biggs, thank you for joining the show. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Some guy named Showtime, Marcel Williams, taking on Garrett Holiday.
Yeah, some guy. I ain't ready.
Not too familiar with this Garrett Holiday character.
Yeah, Garrett Holiday is the champion of Survival Championship Wrestling. I seen him at Test of Strength, and he's a good dude, great talent. Team. Actually, I had a match with him, and I think it was like a 4-way or triple threat a few years ago at the Fenway.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So
that show outside of Fenway.
That show. So
well, it happens like once a year, I think, right?
It was an honor to be at Fenway. It was nice little ballpark.
I'd love it.
Historic. But tomorrow, 1-on-1, looking for another, like as the other matches, look for another W to reach up in the BST ranks because that's a new start. Singles debut, BST, both of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Last time you were the Tri-State Kings reunited, which I popped for. If anybody was there, you might have heard me. Maybe.
Yeah, I heard
like
you.
A mark. Yeah. Dalton and Axel taking on Marked for Peace, which is Mark Anthony and Dickie Moon.
Yes.
I believe so. And then Dalton is Jack Dalton, who recently made his debut in Shut Up and Wrestle, and not familiar with Axel, I don't think.
Nah, me either. I know
Yeah.
Dalton from when he was training at PAPW.
Yeah, and I heard that he had trained there for a little bit. So also on Saturday, Torrington, Connecticut, was it Chow Restaurant, West End Automotive Center presents United We Fight. This is Test of Strength. It's in Torrington, Connecticut. We got the K1 Classic Championship. Ichiban and Ken Broadway. I don't know why I started on Ichiban. Not familiar with that guy. That K1 Classic is the Kowalski Classic title. So, that's expected to be a really good match right there.
Absolutely, a lot of challenges that he has accepted in the past, and now he continues to face this in a promotional match against Ken Broadway. A big challenge for him. Ken Broadway is a House of Glory, one of House of Glory homegrown talent, and he's coming up here to put the talent against Ichiban, number one.
Nice. Tag team titles, title versus title. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this in the beginning that this is a combined show with a co-promoted show with Invictus Pro. As Matt mentioned, Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday on episode 200. Miracle Generation taking on Milk Chocolate.
Do you know anything about Milk Chocolate?
I do not. I just heard the name.
Okay. I need to do my education. It should be a bar burner. Anything with the Miracle Generation in it is always going to be a bar burner. So,
absolutely.
So this is going to be really entertaining matchup.
And a women's championship: Riley Shepard versus Edith the Real. I am familiar with Edith Surreal. So this should be an okay match.
Should be an okay one.
Yeah, it'll be all right. The social media championship. Come on now with the social media championship. That's just as probably the equivalent of, say, Impact's digital media championship, right?
I forgot they even had that title.
Yeah, I think they retired it after less than a year, which good stupidity. But anyways, RJ Rude taking on Chris. I can't pronounce that name. I'm sorry. Moljo? Yeah. Moljo. Yeah. I can't pronounce that. Sorry, guys. Anybody that's watching, go look it up online.
We getting heat.
Yeah, we getting heat. That's all right. This is a stacked show. There's a lot of people. Clara. If I could pronounce, it'd be great.
Clara Carellos.
There you go.
Carellos.
Yep. Yes, there you go. Teaming with Sammy Diaz taking on Eva De La Rosa and Marcus Santiago.
This should be a real good match. Anything with Sammy Diaz and Marcos in it together is going to be real good.
Yeah. No, Adonis, Matt Cardona does not. It was actually since recently, as of in the last 24 hours, 48 hours, the title has been retired. I believe that they're going to be creating something new. Thank you. Talking about Trios Tag, The Mission taking on Slick, Matthias, and Hale Collins. Matthias going over to Test of Strength.
Yeah, I received some news that Matthias was actually cleared to do Test of Strength. So, more news from Matthias. So he should be at Power Play nice and clear since he's working Test of Strength. So more news on Power Play coming up.
We'll see. Triple threat, Red Sawyer taking on Lucas Chase and Mark Alexander. Am I familiar with Red Sawyer? I don't think, but Chase and Alexander, of course, has become a regular over there at Paradise Alley. He's kind of tearing it up over there. And of course, Lucas Chase is the Intercontinental Champion for Paradise Alley.
Absolutely. We got the 6-pack scramble.
Yep. Killian Murphy, The Whisper, Adam Brooks, Big Game Leroy, Clipper Jones, and one to be announced. To be announced. Correct. So that, I have a feeling that's going to be action-packed, but stuffed.
Nah, it's a stacked card. If you were around the Torrington area, just go on up and check out Test Your Strength and United We Fight conjunction show. So
Yeah,
that's what we got lined up for this weekend in the local area.
Connecticut is going to be hot for June. I'm just letting you know. We're going to be talking about it more. Our local area, even probably into Massachusetts. There is a lot of shows just booked in Connecticut this summer, and
Yes,
and just for June, it's looking insane. It really is. So I'm gonna be bringing out more each and every week, every time we talk. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm gathering my AEW notes. All right, I got them. We're going to be going into All Elite Wrestling. This is the what's that? What do they call it? It's the show after Double or Nothing, which obviously we talked about that on Tuesday night. A long, long, long show. You're underage. It doesn't matter. High C.
Exactly. There we go. Rick said it perfect. Yeah, AEW Dynamite making debut in the West Coast.
Yes. Yes.
They've been in Las Vegas before, but this was the debut in California area, and this was the Kia Forum. This is a historic arena on the California area, and it was sold out, and it was hot all night.
This place was packed.
Yes,
it was. Like you could see on the camera that it was just absolutely packed. Yeah, so we start go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The show started off obviously with a regular introduction into Cult of Personality. CM Punk teamed up with FTR to take on Max Caster and the Ass Boys. Gun Club. Gun Club. Sorry.
The Gun Club. How dare you?
From what I heard, CM Punk had injured himself actually. Taking that dive off the ramp into the crowd, he caught his leg on that guardrail.
That's crazy.
And he limped the rest of the way down. I guess he got a little injured. Heard that on through Meltzer today. I do want to give a shout out to CM Punk for the T-shirt he's wearing. An old Cro-Mag shirt, which was, an old hardcore punk band. I absolutely love them. Anyways, back to the match. Punk and FTR defeated Max Caster and the Gun Club. That was a little bit of a weird combination, I think. Max Caster with the Gun Club. What do you think?
Well, as I've been watching AEW for the last few weeks, you got the Gun Club and the Acclaim coming together with Billy Gunn as their mentors, and he's giving his sons a lot of crap, and then he's taking care of Acclaim all nice and covering up with covers and scissoring them. It's starting to catch on. But this was a good 6-man tag. It was solid.
I thought so.
I know a few weeks ago I did see Billy Gunn on an interview saying that his kids is kind of like the best tag team in AEW. I don't want to say that yet, but I do want to say that they do got a lot of psychology that I love, that they understand, and it's different than any other tag team that they have on the roster for right now. Max Caster, he's always the guy with the mouthpiece. His freestyling on Amber Heard and
that shit was funny.
Yeah, this dude never ceased to amaze me. He made himself into a star in AEW, and I like it. But this combination works for me. It's very funny, especially with the little skits. But this match right here was real solid. I like the way FTR worked with I'm about to call them the Ass Boys, the Gun Club, and Max Caster. But obviously we've seen CM Punk still, either hurting from jumping the crowd or either hurting from the other night against Adam Page. But he got the hot tag, did the springboard slip. He recovered. He played it off. He rubbed his ankle, make sure, show it off that happened. But you see he was kind of pissed off about it. It's okay. It happens. Nothing can be perfect. But he got the W with FTR for this one.
After the match, Punk said he's never done drugs in his life, but he imagined this is what it feels like. He said there's still lots to do, and that he has to keep getting better. You can call him lots of things. but you have to call him the champ.
Absolutely. He is currently the AEW World Champ.
Of course, Dax hit the mic real quick for a minute, and then, of course, they start talking about Forbidden Door. And whose music hits? But CM Punk's opponents, Hiroshi Tanahashi. So it's going to be Hiroshi Tanahashi and CM Punk at Forbidden Door, which it's not really what I expected as the matchup. You know, obviously, there's still a lot of speculation. People are speculating on themselves as to what those matches are going to be. And but I'll take this. I think it's going to be a great match.
Kind of two similar styles, right? I mean,
yeah.
Tanahashi really don't do no high flying stuff unless he has to, and CM Punk is the same deal. But they're saying their styles are real similar. I'm looking forward to this match. Is different. You can't have the New Japan Pro Wrestling Champion, IWGP Champion, face a AEW Champion, because at the end of the day, there has to be a winner and loser, and that's not going to happen in a promotional show. So I'd rather have Tanahashi versus CM Punk. It's going to be a classic.
I would have liked to have seen a title versus title. Obviously, you know, there has to be a winner. So, like you said, someone's not going to go home with a belt. But so neither company is going to do that. I highly doubt. You know what I'm saying? But there has been rumor. I heard that it's pretty much penciled in, but hasn't been finalized. I'm guessing hasn't been released that Adam Page is going to be taking on Okada for the IWGP title.
Okay, I'll be surprised to see that. You know, either that, or I'm down with Okada versus Bryan Danielson.
Yep.
Or I'm down for him and Kenny Omega one more time. Either or.
I would love to see that one. Yeah. Of course, we went to commercial break, and when we came back, whose music hit but MJF's? He had a lot to say.
Yeah, this was a very eventful promo that was really needed for MJF after the circumstances that happened last weekend. And I know you got the clip. I want you to play it first before I give my opinion.
All right, we're going to play the clip. It is a clip straight from the TV, so hang in there for a few minutes. It's just under 7 minutes, so hang in there. We're going to play it all. To play the entire promo, and so let's just know what you think.
I am in a lot of pain right now after what happened on Sunday. But all you people want to do is hear me talk, right? That's what you want, right? You want to hear me talk? I'll talk, but this is Max Friedman talking. Big merger, boss. A lot of important executives here tonight to watch your product. Would be a real shame if something bad happened. I wouldn't want to embarrass you, man. Speaking of embarrassing, you've been trying to sit down with me to hash things out for quite some time now, haven't you? Well, guess what? Too little, too late. Here's why. When this company first started, it was all friends wrestling. Everybody was handed a ticket, except for me. See, I had to write my own. And boy, do I have good penmanship, because I created moment after moment after moment for this company, and I still get no respect. Nobody is on my level. No one. Everything I touch turns to gold. There is nothing I can't do. Every time I come out here, I am not expected to hit home runs. I am expected to hit grand slams, and I do that shit on a weekly basis. See, all the other boys, they get to settle for being great. I have to be perfect, because I'm the 26-year-old who is constantly held under a microscope because I'm the only guy who is capable of carrying this company on my back as I have for months. It's funny I hear boos, but I also hear clapping. That's interesting. Where were you guys this whole weekend when you were calling me an unprofessional piece of shit? I'm just curious. You're not the only problem. No, it's the boys in the back too, because the boys in the back all want my spot. Well, guess what? You want my spot, you can have it, because I don't want to be here anymore. Now let's talk about you fans, huh? You people call yourself fans. You're not fans. You're uneducated marks. You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit. Your opinions suck. Your opinions change at the drop of a dime, and then you pretend your new opinions are the same as your old. For example, man, I always knew MJF was a good wrestler. Really? That's interesting. Because last time I checked, you guys pretended I sucked in the ring for a long time. And why is that, huh? Because I'm not untrained like all your faves? Because I don't pretend to watch New Japan? Because I don't dump my opponents on their head? Because I'm not reckless? What is it? Is it because I'm not chasing star ratings, guys? What is it? How could I possibly be the best? Well, newsflash, I am the best! I'm the best in the world! Because I'm the only guy who makes you feel. And unlike all those boys, I don't gotta do a bunch of bullshit to get you there. I am a generational talent, and you people consistently take me for granted. But it's not just you. It's the big man in the back, too. Here's something you guys can't take for granted. Here's something he doesn't want you to know. Do you guys know who the second biggest minute-for-minute draw is in this entire company? Nope, you wish. It's me. It's me. And if you don't believe me, do me a favor. Ask Stat Boy Tony in the back, see what he's got to say. But whatever you do, don't ask him to reach into his pockets and pay the man who's been busting his ass for him since day one. No. Make sure he hoards all that money. Make sure he hoards all that money so he can give it to all the new ex-WWE guys he keeps bringing in. That can't lace my goddamn boots. Hey, boss, would you treat me better if I was an ex-WWE guy? See, maybe you don't get it, man. Here's the problem with you, boss. You got a position of power in a wrestling company when the only position you should be assuming is behind the guardrail with all of them. I don't want to wait till 2024, but you don't listen to me, so allow me to make it a little bit easier for you. Tony, I want you to fire me. Tony, don't count me down, you piece of shit! Shut your mouth! Look at me, Tony. Look at me. I want you to fire me. You fucking mark! Fire me! Fire me!
Wow. I don't know what to make of this. I don't even know what to think. This is probably one of the best promos in a very long time.
That was one of the best promos, part of the modern era,
Yes.
since CM Punk in 2011.
The pipe bomb promo, correct.
The pipe
Yeah.
bomb promo, and this was the pipe bomb of another decade, which is the 22s. And
I know there's a lot of speculation when we were talking on Tuesday night, what was real, what's not real, what, what's legit and stuff. But I don't know, man. According to an article I read after this, MJF has been pulled from the AEW website and all his merch pulled from shopaew.com.
hey, if it is a work, you gotta make it look good as a work. If it's a shoot, it's a shoot. But thing is, listen, MJF is speaking some truth in this promo.
100%. Did you see how he got the fans to turn?
Yes,
He went from being a heel in that promo to being the ultimate babyface once he called out Tony Khan for hiring ex-WWF stars.
Absolutely.
That's when the crowd went nuts and started cheering him.
And it takes once in a lifetime talent to do that, to switch over all in a full 7 minutes. The truth is there, man. I mean, I understand him. He's been there since day one. And like I said a day ago or 2 days ago for the 200 episode, that this guy got paid a landslide deal because we didn't know what AEW would turn into. And within all the 3 years that's been going on, MJF did program after great program after great program, whether it's Cody Rhodes, whether it's Wardlow, whether it's Darby Allin, whether it's whoever that he's in the program with, he makes it look good. Right. And it is unfair that during that whole time, since they got a brand new contract after that first year, before the pandemic even kicked in, that you didn't even sit here and slide this guy a raise, even when y'all started bringing the fans in here. But you decided to sign CM Punk, the Paul Whites, the Bryan Danielsons, the Mark Henrys. They're not coming in there for landslide deals that started in the beginning. They come in there for big deals.
They're getting guaranteed money. Yeah.
Guaranteed money. So it is unfair, and I understand where you're coming from. Him calling Tony Khan a mark behind the guardrail. We all hear the stories.
It was a fucking mark.
Yeah, a fucking mark behind the guardrail where he should be. And, stat boy Tony Khan that knows segment by segment what the digits are for the ratings. The story is there, but if this is a storyline, this is a big storyline to make MJF the head guy in AEW, the guy that is against every ex-WWE force that comes in. And Hangman Page laid the groundwork, because when he did the promo a week ago, he sat there and said what CM Punk is really there for, how he acts behind the scenes. So I just like the way the groundwork is being laid out for this, if it is a work.
It reminds me. My thing is, it is in a way, and it's. Do you remember Brian Pillman in 1996 in WCW?
Yeah.
He convinced Eric Bischoff to let him out of his contract to make the fans and everybody believe. But what happened? He turned around and signed with WWE.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Tommy Saban says that's how CM Punk got over with the fans from the pipe bomb in WWE. That is correct. That sent him on a whole nother level. Put him on a whole nother level.
Yeah, this was a very eventful. It was already a stacked Dynamite in a brand new venue, old but new venue for AEW, and this was a good way after the first match to set the wave for the rest of the show.
That's right. From there, we got Miro defeating I'm sorry, I can't even say it. Johnny Elite. Can't say it without laughing. Johnny, too many names.
Yeah,
I
Johnny.
really got nothing to say. I mean, pretty much,
Well, I
Johnny
say it
Elite isn't.
first.
Johnny Elite is in there to get squashed. Basically, this was pretty much what happened. He did not get a much offense in. Anything he did got very little. Had very little impact on Miro. He basically killed him. And this match right here, it's just what Max was talking about a couple minutes ago. Two
Yeah,
ex-WWE guys.
two ex WWE guys, but you know what? Miro paid his dues for being there. I kind of
Yes.
feel like he's one
Yeah.
of the best TNT champions besides Brody Lee and Cody Rhodes. But I'm glad Miro's back, man. Miro's back. He took out Johnny, and I kind of feel like Johnny hasn't been up to par since being there anyway. He had a not so good match with Samoa Joe, and
Yeah.
Miro he was kind of a little bit off a little bit, but I kind of think All Elite is not for him. But I'm glad to see Miro back. Miro is back on the road again. I hope he gets the TNT Championship back, or just move up to the main event scene.
Tommy says, I kind of feel bad for Johnny. I fully understand. Johnny is a guy, he's worked for a long, long time. You know what I mean? Whether it be in WWE, Independence, Impact, and forget he was in Lucha Underground and elsewhere. He is a really good talent. I just don't think AEW is really the place for him. You catch my drift. It's just,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
yeah, it's just a different place. And, just not seeing it gonna be like I don't see it work out anything other than him possibly just going in there as an enhancement talent. I don't see him doing anything further.
Yeah, me either. It's unfortunate, but not everybody can be a star.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've met him a couple times too. Super nice guy. He gave me a copy of his movie on DVD because he wanted me to write a review on it when I saw him at a Northeast show. It's still sealed, sitting in my basement. Needless to say,
Unfortunate.
it's unfortunate. It was a movie he wrote and produced, I guess, or whatever. Don't forget the Jericho Appreciation Society promo. I thought that this was a lot of fun. This was good. Of course, so Jericho ended up getting madballed by Ortiz after what's his face? Eddie Kingston came out and distracted the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society. He cut his hair, so now there's going to be a hair versus hair match next week.
Yeah, and then on top of that, we had William Regal come out as he usually do for NXT and say War Games. He came out and did the brand new Blood and Guts, our second version of Blood and Guts, which will happen in Detroit, Michigan. Debut in Detroit, AEW.
He refused at first until he got his haircut. So I'm guessing that what's going to happen here, this is just my prediction. It's going to be Ortiz versus Jericho. Jericho's going to get his haircut. He does change his appearance quite often. You don't think so?
Nah.
Do you remember when he came out with the short hair for a while and the stylized, like, kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think Ortiz is going to take this loss for this one, and then the big one is for Blood and Guts.
I thought, but Jericho had a chunk cut out of his hair. There's just going to be like a chunk missing. No?
Nah, I can get covered. I just wish it was more in detail for this, where it just wasn't a hair versus hair match. I kind of wish, because we all don't need Jericho to get his haircut. It could have been where Jericho, if Jericho loses, they get the Blood and Guts match. If Ortiz loses, then he loses his hair. You could do something like that. They have to be a hair versus hair match.
It's a little too, I don't know, old school, I guess. A little too much. No?
It's too much. What, the hair versus hair?
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's just kind of ridiculous at this point.
Yeah. It's crazy. They just, I don't know. Usually, I take up for AEW or some of them, but when they do like weird stuff like fast track, instead of just sitting there and be like, wait, let's just do this. Then you gotta understand, Tony Khan is only one guy doing supposedly just the booking. All the Forbes videos that I be watching on YouTube, he says he's the booker, as sole booker, president. all this stuff.
He has a tendency to flip out too at media scrums, but
That was great. I watched it the other night. That was the greatest thing ever. That was so entertaining.
I'm waiting to see another. Let's see here. We went for the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks teamed with Red Dragon and Hikaleo. So, oh man, I got it right there. I almost pronounced it wrong. Against Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Christian Cage, Darby Allin, and Matt Hardy. It's pretty all right. It was a little overstuffed for my liking, but it was a pretty all right match. I thought Matt Hardy did not look good in this match. That's just me. Am I crazy?
He was all right. I'm just glad Jeff Hardy was in there. He's hurting real bad.
Yeah, I could see that.
And Adam Cole was in action either because he got injured as well. But this was an entertaining match. I enjoyed it. Obviously, it was a hometown welcome for the Young Bucks. And
yeah. My favorite tag team.
Favorite tag team in the world.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good match, though. A little overstuffed, but it was just like, started with a triple threat, then all of a sudden there's a 5-man or 10-man tag. I'm like, not triple threat. I meant to say 6-man tag, and then all of a sudden a 10-man tag. It's like they were progressing more and more people in each match. It seemed like.
Yeah, you're trying to fit everybody on a card that just don't need.
Yeah, and that's the thing with AEW. They try to fit everybody on the card. WWE does it too for like WrestleMania and stuff. They have to have every single wrestler that they have under contract, and it makes us sit there for 6 hours because of it.
Yeah, I had to sit in for what, almost 6 hours or 5 hours for double or nothing.
Yep.
My complaints are done.
And of course, Tony Schiavone in.
Hey, before you see that, did you see the little tease with Christian? Christian pushed Matt Hardy out of the way. So Jungle Boy. The tease continues.
They've been teasing it. Sometimes nothing will happen for like weeks, and then all of a sudden they'll tease it again, and then it's just like, and then they ignore it. So just waiting for it to happen. I guess they're just right. Yeah. Like I said, Tony Schiavone interviewed Athena, who arrived at Double or Nothing. And of course, they talked about confronting Jade Cargill. Of course, Jade and Stokey Hathaway entered the room.
Yeah, Athena, her main mission is to end Jade Cargill's streak and become the TBS champion. This was a great segment to reintroduce Athena. And she will be in action this Friday for Rampage, which is even better.
Yep.
But Hathaway, he's a he's a funny guy, and it's a great addition to AEW. I'm telling you that.
I think so. I think he's a really great talent. It's WWE's loss letting him go a couple months back. It really is. But say that about a lot of people. This guy is super, super talented. I'm telling you.
Nah, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to Jade Cargill group with the baddies in Hathaway. It's going to be one of those must-see things on AEW television.
Yeah, I think so. How do you think that match between Athena and Jade Cargill will go?
I think Jade Cargill needs somebody like Athena in the ring with her. She needs somebody that's very experienced, and Athena is one of them. And to give her the best match that she has since I seen against Thunder Rosa, I think that's the last match I've seen that was good from Jade Cargill. That was like long, over 5 minutes.
Let's see. We had Wardlow squash JD Drake. Drake is a great talent.
Sorry, JD Drake. Somebody had to do it.
So this is the first match after being let go from MJF's contract. Now that he is all elite, and he came in and defeated JD Drake pretty quickly. What do you think in store for? Do you think that this is? I hope that this isn't the direction that Wardlow is going to go, or is just trying to build him up even more.
Hopefully, it's something that builds him up even more. The thing is, obviously, he's with Mark Sterling now. I gotta see how it plays out, man. I don't got nothing against Mark Sterling. He's a hardworking man in AEW right now, and Warlow still has the quiet entrance coming out from the back, and then when you get on stage, the music hit, which is something different that they capitalized on when he was with the MJF feud. But I see Warlow still as a future AEW champion.
Absolutely, absolutely. And who knows? Say MJF and CM Punk meet. Say, you know what I mean? Say MJF, they seem like they're setting him up for that. It's just my opinion. If he takes that title, who knows? They could be that could continue that storyline between Wardlow and MJF and the post contract, you should say.
I see him taking the TNT championship in the future.
Okay. All right. So after the match, Shivani was about to interview Wardlow, and like I said, Smart Mark is a pure gem coming out here, going after Wardlow. Wardlow ripped up the the serve? How do they call that? The serving papers, and then just destroyed Mark Sterling. Dan Lambert and the American Top Team were backstage. They said Dante Martin has potential, but it won't be enough for him to win the TNT Championship. Dante walked up and challenged Sky for Rampage.
This should be a real good match.
I think so.
Rampage is starting to be a must-see show on Fridays again.
Yeah. We'll break down the entire lineup before we get out of here. Just a few minutes. Of course, we went to Ruby Soho and Tony Storm defeating Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter. This was an all right match. Wasn't too bad.
I thought it was all right. It was good.
Yeah, nothing fantastic. There's a couple botches here and there that got me like, what the hell's going on? But it was just a regular television match. It didn't do a lot.
Yeah, just give Ruby Soho the win, and moving forward, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was a hard hitting tag team match. Jamie Hayter is an underrated talent in this whole thing. I really enjoy her work and how she bump and everything else.
Yeah,
Jamie Hayter is another person that's going to be the future of AEW as well.
Wow, that's all right. And of course, oh wait, nope. Hang on. William Regal and Chris Jericho. Did I say that right? Yeah, both came out and joined commentary for the next match, which is Jon Moxley defeating Daniel Garcia, which I thought this was a really, really good match.
It was a good match. No, it was a good match. I kind of felt that, and I was listening to the podcast earlier today. I kind of feel like Daniel Garcia should have got this one.
Against Moxley?
Yes.
Wow.
If there was ever a chance for him to get one, it would have been this one.
I don't see a lot of people getting wins over Moxley. This is a good comment right here, I think. Tommy says Daniel Garcia is underrated. Yeah, I believe that as well. Yeah, man, I think that's true. He's a very good technical wrestler. Yeah, Tommy. I just don't see many people really defeating Jon Moxley. And I'm not saying that it shouldn't be that way. I'm just saying the way the bookers work. Moxley just comes in and destroys everybody. I don't remember the last time I even really seen him lay down.
Yeah, me either. But certain times you gotta shock people, and this could be one of them. But the way the ending came out, I still enjoyed the match. It was hard hitting between these two. Daniel Garcia's main event. Daniel Garcia, he had main event a lot of AEW events, and that's a good thing. He's a reliable worker. That's what it is. So Jon Moxley came out to win, and then we had the ending shenanigans with Eddie Kingston coming out there almost doing a Titus O'Neil under the ring with those sneakers. But we ended it with chaos, and we still got this the Jericho Appreciation Society, and Eddie Kingston, Pride and Powerful, and the Blackpool Combat Club. The rivalry still continues, As we are on the road to blood and guts now.
Yeah. Yep. So Rampage this Friday. It's going to be the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers.
Is it?
According to my list right here, I have the lineup for 6-3 AEW Rampage.
Oh, they really trying to amp it up, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Athena's debut, and of course TNT Championship, Scorpio Sky, and Dante Martin.
So who do you see winning out of Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros?
I'd love to see the Lucha Brothers win. I have a feeling that the Young Bucks are just those kind of guys that will put themselves over. Could be wrong. Maybe it's just how I feel about the Young Bucks. But the Lucha Brothers, I think they're a phenomenal tag team. You know, I love Penta, and you know how much I love Ray Fenix. They're just a phenomenal team. They really are. You got to agree. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to be a phenomenal team, but I see Young Bucks regaining the AEW Tag Team Championships again.
I see that. Tommy Sabins' personal opinion, Jericho helped make Sammy a star within her circle. He's going to do the same for Daniel Garcia. That's a very great, good comment. I think that's a very good take on that. It's a very good take.
I agree with that.
It's very possible. Yeah, absolutely agree. Of course, for Dynamite next week, so far all we have is Hangman Page and David Finlay. That's going to be a good match.
It's going to be a real good match.
Yeah.
As we continue the New Japan Pro Wrestling versus AEW, a little taste of what we got at Forbidden Door at the Great United Center in Chicago, which I cannot wait. First pay-per-view at United Center since SummerSlam 1994.
Damn. Really?
Yes. First ever pay-per-view. And I mean pay-per-view. It doesn't matter whether it's WWE or not. First pay-per-view, wrestling pay-per-view in United Center since SummerSlam 1994.
That's like 26 years or so.
Yes, it is.
That's crazy. No, maybe 27.
Talk about the UK. Let's talk about the United Center not having no pay-per-view of it.
We'll talk at Clash of the Castle when it gets closer. Don't forget, this Sunday there is a WWE pay-per-view, so we'll figure that out as it comes and see how it goes.
To be announced.
TBA. All right, so don't forget, everybody, check out those indie shows that we mentioned, Blood, Sweat, and Tears on Friday, Saturday, Test of Strength, Invictus combined show. Go check out their social media, both, and for any updates and such. If that's it, I'm all set here.
Once again, follow me at Showtime Marcel on all social media and continue to pass the word of Pro Wrestling Zone podcast on social media. You want me to do it for you, Rick? Want me to?
We got the PWZ Network on Instagram, PWZ Podcast on Twitter, and PWZ Podcast on Facebook. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's all I gotta say. We need those subscribers to go up. Come on, man. We're gonna be doing something great once we get some more.
I see it going up, but if you can't watch us on YouTube, continue to follow us and listen to us on Spotify, Spreaker, and Apple Podcasts and iHeartRadio. If you on the road, if you're in the office, if you're in the bathroom, wherever you're comfortable, listen to podcasts. Continue to listen to PWZ Podcast. Thank you for joining us, and I appreciate everybody that's in the chat. Rick, let's go home.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for commenting, and we'll see you. Oh, so I came my lead right before we get out. He's in the gym.
Or you can listen to us in the gym.
There you go. We got a lot of great episodes coming up, so stay tuned. Monday, Mills Hendricks will be here. Don't forget to tune in. It's going to be live right here. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Enjoy, everybody. Have a great evening.
Be well, be safe.